I need a ton of slime blocks for my next project, so I'm building a slime farm that makes more slimes than I'm ever going to need. Let's get through a quick time lapse, then I'll show you how this works. Welcome to episode 7 of Crowns of Fire. You may be wondering, what do I need so much slime for? And there's actually a lot of good uses for slime in Minecraft, the main one being redstone, because it can move so many other blocks. But there's also a lot of other neat things you can make with it, like playing pranks on your friends. And these also negate fall damage, so you can make trampolines that will bounce you, parkour runs, and just a whole lot of other really cool stuff. Alright, with that done, let's get to how this farm really works. First, all you really need is to kind of build this about 3 or 4 block tall box. I went with 5, but Endermen do spawn inside, so it would probably be smarter to go a little bit shorter. After that, you're going to need to add a slab roof, but make sure it's a bottom slab so mobs cannot spawn. You could also cover the entire thing with tinted glass, which I could have done here, but it's kind of expensive. So I went ahead and just made a little box so I can see the slimes spawning. After you do that, you're going to want to place mushrooms on every single square inside of this farm, because brown mushrooms let off a light level of exactly 1. You can see in the debug screen, 1 light level from blocks. And slimes can spawn in any light level under 7, but the lower the light level, the faster they spawn. So this is the most efficient way to make the farm. You can also use glow lichen or candles to make this farm work. But as you can see, it's running now. It's very powerful. You'll also need to build this little hole with water pushing the slimes into the middle. With magma blocks, we'll kill them faster along the edges, and soul campfires will kill them the fastest in the center. This little pedestal you see in the middle is where you would stick an iron golem, but mine died and I had to get a new one. Something very important to do with this farm is to make sure you light up the area around it, which is something I didn't exactly do. I lit up this area over here a little bit, but the farm turned out bigger than I expected, and I didn't light up everywhere else, which causes it not to run at night, so I do have to fix that later. But it's a really simple solution. You just run around with a couple stacks of torches and light up for about 50 or 60 blocks in each direction. After that, you're going to want to build yourself a little AFK box about 80 to 100 blocks above it, so that the slimes will spawn at the most efficient rate. As you can see now, the slimes are spawning and being killed by the collection system. So let's go see how many slimes we've actually produced just from running this farm for a few minutes. Okay, so it's produced about 7 stacks of slimes in about, I'd say, 7 or 8 minutes, and that's not at full efficiency at all. Like, it would need to be so much faster to be full efficiency. That's just about everything you need to know to build one of these farms. Now that we've done that, let's go lay a couple little pranks for our buddy Jester and his base. Alright, so we've used a very simple little repeater clock system down here. I probably could have made this a lot smaller, but I didn't really care about making it compact. And we've made a very harmless little prank in Jester's base where this little dude just shoots out of this little tube every few seconds, and I don't know why, but this cracks me up. Like, this is one of the best things I've ever seen, and I made it so much better. Oh, he shoots out so much farther. That's amazing. Oh, Jester, I'm sorry. It's too good. I couldn't resist. This is what I was talking about. Slimes are amazing. I mean, look at this. I couldn't do this without a slime block. Yeah, it's so funny. That's all for this episode of Crowns of Fire. Join me next week where I'm going to build a giant tunnel bore and get infinite resources, which is going to be amazing. I hope you've enjoyed this video. To keep up with all the farms and pranks I'm going to be building, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode.